Strategy Management Series. Video number 76 Strategy Formulation. Step 6 Strategy Selection, Inductive and Deductive Strategy Formulation. Welcome back to the Ready MBA series on strategy management. In our previous videos, we have been discussing strategy selection, the sixth step in the strategy formulation process. This step consists of identifying and selecting courses of action that a company may choose to achieve its strategic intent, mission, vision, and objectives. In today's video, we will explore the difference between inductive and deductive strategy formulation techniques. Up until now, we've been following an inductive process. Think of it as building from the ground up. We gather data, analyze it, and draw conclusions leading to potential outcomes or recommendations. Inductive strategy formulation is like assembling a puzzle. We start with specific observations, data, and experiences related to the business environment. It's a bottom-up approach that emphasizes discovery. We analyze these elements to identify patterns, trends, and emerging opportunities. It's an iterative process where potential strategies are formulated, tested, and refined through experimentation and feedback. This approach embraces adaptation and is willing to adjust the strategy based on new information. Now, let's talk about the other side of the coin, deductive strategy formulation. This is a top-down approach that starts with a general assumption or hypothesis. It's like having a roadmap before you hit the road. Deductive strategy formulation focuses on prediction. We apply existing knowledge to analyze a problem and predict potential outcomes or solutions. It uses logic and evidence to test the initial hypothesis and aims to reach a specific, definitive conclusion. The key difference? Inductive starts with specific observations and builds towards general conclusions, while deductive starts with general principles and applies them to specific situations. Now, let's introduce you to a cool deductive technique called the possibilities-based approach, introduced by A.G. Lafley and Roger L. Martin in their book, Playing to Win. This approach kicks off with framing the strategic challenge or opportunity, creating well-articulated hypotheses or possibilities. It then asks, what would need to be true about the world for each possibility to be supported? The possibilities-based approach involves 7 steps. Let's take a look at each one of them. 1. Frame the choice. Convert the issue into at least 2 mutually exclusive options. In the first step of the possibilities-based approach, strategists must distill a complex issue into a minimum of 2 mutually exclusive options, clarifying the problem and creating alternative paths for resolution. Emphasizing the importance of trade-offs, this clear articulation forces the team to consider alternative paths, acknowledging the inevitability and consequences of making a choice. This framing initiates a comprehensive exploration of possibilities, establishing the groundwork for subsequent strategic decision-making steps. 2. Generate strategic possibilities. Broaden your options, creating happy stories that describe how the organization might succeed. In the second step, the emphasis shifts to creatively exploring a broad range of potential strategic options. The goal is to expand the list significantly, ensuring a diverse set of possibilities. Each possibility represents a positive narrative outlining how the organization could achieve success, detailing where it could operate in the market and secure a winning position. While these narratives must exhibit internal logical consistency, proof is not required at this early stage. Teams are urged to resist high-level sketches and instead specify the targeted advantages, the scope of application, and the value chain activities contributing to the advantage. This detailed specification proves crucial in later decision-making stages. Creativity is central, guided by 3 types of probing questions. Inside out, identify the company's assets and capabilities, reasoning outward to understand market aspects valuing these strengths. Outside in, identify gaps and underserved needs in the market, exploring opportunities left by competitors. Far outside in, use analogical reasoning, envisioning what it would take to be a dominant force, drawing inspiration from entities like Google, Apple, or Walmart. Maintaining diversity and expertise is vital to encourage creativity and explore unconventional ideas. The team's focus in this step is to flesh out potential strategies without prematurely testing or selecting possibilities. 3. Specify the conditions for success. For each possibility, ask what must be true for it to succeed. The goal of the third step is to articulate the specific conditions that must be true for each strategic possibility to be considered a compelling choice. It's crucial to note that this step is not about debating the truthfulness of these conditions or assessing the logic. That comes in later stages. For every potential strategy generated, the team is prompted to ask, what would have to be true for this strategy to succeed? This inquiry is organized into 4 key dimensions. Industry analysis. What must we believe are the distinct industry segments to play? What must we believe about how attractive the target segments are? Customer value analysis. What must we believe the channels value? What must we believe end customers value? Business model analysis. What must we believe about our capabilities and how they stack up against our competitors? What must we believe about our costs and how they compare to our competitors? Competitor analysis. How must we believe our competitors will react to our actions? In this initial phase of discussion, the aim is to compile a comprehensive list of conditions that must be true for the team to confidently support a specific strategic possibility. Every proposed condition, including critical assumptions, key capabilities, and potential roadblocks, is added to the list. This exhaustive list serves 2 key purposes: exposing vulnerabilities by identifying potential challenges or weaknesses in the plan and strengthening the plan by proactively addressing challenges through recognition and detailed consideration of critical assumptions. The team then collaboratively refines the list, keeping only the must-have conditions and eliminating the nice-to-have ones. This stage establishes the foundation for subsequent steps, ensuring the team's alignment on the critical success factors for each strategic possibility. 4. Identify the barriers to choice. Assess which conditions are least likely to hold true, the barriers. In the next phase, we assess the conditions we've identified for our strategic possibilities, aiming to pinpoint potential barriers to choice. We critically examine each condition, considering its likelihood of becoming a reality, resource implications, and the value it offers to customers compared to competitors. To identify barriers, we ask the team to imagine having a guarantee for a specific condition. The one they would apply it to first becomes our highest barrier to choice. We then prioritize the next significant barriers. This systematic approach helps us focus on the most challenging conditions, offering insights and informing our decision-making process. 5. Design valid tests. Develop strategies to test critical assumptions for each barrier. After identifying and prioritizing key barrier conditions, the next step is testing their validity. We develop targeted methodologies to assess the critical assumptions linked to each barrier, exploring their effectiveness. Testing methods may involve pilot projects, thorough market research, or analyzing competitor responses. This diverse testing approach provides a comprehensive understanding of the conditions, aiding in informed decision-making about the feasibility of each strategic possibility. This phase minimizes uncertainties and refines our strategic choices based on real-world insights and empirical evidence. 6. Conduct the tests. Execute the design tests and gather data. Testing conditions follows a strategic and iterative approach. The team evaluates conditions in reverse order of confidence, beginning with the least likely. If suspicions align with results, the possibility is eliminated. Executing design tests involves gathering data to validate or disprove conditions. Remaining open to change based on results and learning from failures reduces risk and enhances decision-making. 7. Choose and refine. Review test results and choose the possibility with the strongest foundation. In the final step of the possibilities-based approach, the choice-making process is straightforward. The team reviews analytical test results and selects the possibility with the fewest serious barriers. Evaluating each option based on viability and impact helps in making the decision. The selected option, with the strongest foundation, can be refined with insights gained from testing. It's essential to remember that strategy is rarely static, so be prepared to adapt and adjust as needed. Best practices using the choices-based approach. When employing the choices-based approach, it's essential to avoid excessive upfront analysis and, instead, employ a reverse engineering mindset, focusing on pinpointing the crucial information. Start by framing a clear and significant choice from the beginning, ensuring the team stays focused on the central question: what conditions must be true for success? Streamline the process by eliminating any nice-to-have conditions, emphasizing only the must-haves. Encourage open communication, especially from skeptics, during the barrier stage, where concerns can be addressed. Prioritize efficiency by testing the significant barriers first, optimizing the use of resources. Facilitation by an experienced guide can enhance the process, ensuring a smooth and productive discussion, ultimately contributing to a more effective strategy formulation. So, whether it's inductive or deductive, strategy formulation is about making choices. It's not about achieving perfection, it's about shortening your odds. Join us next time as explore how to use the deductive approach to propose strategies to address the strategic intent, and discuss strategy selection frameworks. Until then, keep those strategies brewing.